Okay, hello, so this is the PA for recording. In this PA I created time manager and time events in order to change my images every half of the second. And I'm using command pattern when I work through animation sprites. So here I'm creating my 3 animation sprites, which are squid, alien, and octopus. Also here I'm creating the grid and my factory, going to use them a little later. So here are my 3 sprites, and I am attaching a list of the images that I want to be cycled through for each animation sprite. And I'm doing this 3 times for squid, alien, and octopus, of course. And here's my time manager that is gonna get my animation sprite and the time when we want that method execute to be invoked. And what the execute will do through command pattern is swapping those images through. So each one of them is going to be swapped. And here I'm creating my all aliens, so it's going to be 11 columns and 5 rows. So that's why I have the loop, which is using my factory, and here my 5 rows squid, this is crab but alien, so squid, 2 aliens, and octopus. And with each iteration I'm adding my column to the grid, so it's going to be 11 columns. And here's my update, and I'm using actually iterator here, which is going to be getting the grid, and then it's going to be going through each node, and whenever we have the leaf node, it's going to be calling the method move for each one of them. And I have this commented code for a reason. Let me just start the animation. So it's not really noticeable from the very beginning, but if you keep watching, every time my guys are hitting left wall, the first column is getting closer to the rest of the aliens. And it happens because those columns kind of like in the linked list, right? So all the columns from the right already went through the move method, and they set their coordinates, right? And this is the certain iteration we're going through. And really last column, because they are they last in the linked list, they actually detecting we are here, we are hitting the wall, which is here, and they setting the delta, our static variable, to go opposite way. So in this certain iteration, of course, those guys is still set to move left, but the last column already knows that they have to change the direction and moving right. So this is real bug that I actually fixed by this. So I'm for each alien, each of my leave node, I'm only gonna change the delta, the static variable, right? I mean, like the moving. Okay. And what I did in the iterator, I'm actually adding the check. Just set some flags for myself, right and left hit. So I'm just gonna check while I'm doing the move before hitting the update. Did any of my aliens hit the wall? And I'm gonna check it right before the move. I mean, right before the update here. So I'm checking, if any of those hit the wall, which will indicate with my left or right flag being 1, then I'm gonna change the delta either to 1 or -1, and then I'm gonna call update. And let me demonstrate that everything is gonna work perfect. So now I'm just gonna let it through couple iterations. You see they all move simultaneously because we changed the static variable delta right before the update. So here we go. They all move side to side, animating, and all aligned. Alright, so this is all for PA4.